So today we are going to discuss about temple architecture in India, types and style. So here the concept is temple architecture in India, types and style. So here the temple architecture in India can be characterized under three broad categories, that is Nagara, Dravida and Vesara. So Nagara style, Dravida style and Vesara style. Vesara style. So here Nagara style, Dravida style and Vesara style. So the major components of a temple are Garbhagriha or the sanctum. So here the important components of temple. So three temple styles are there. Number one Nagara, number two Dravida, number three Vesara styles. Whereas we have, what were the components of temple? What were the components of temple? That is Garbhagriha or sanctum. Next we have Mandapa, Shikara and Vahan. Mandapa, Shikara and Vahan. So sanctum, next we have Mandapa, Shikara and Vahan. So these are considered to be components of temple. So components of temple we are having sanctum, Mandapa, next we are having Shikara and Vahan. Shikara and Vahan. Three types of temple architecture. Number one Nagara, number two Dravida and number three Vesara. Number three Vesara. So let us discuss in detail. So here the temple architecture in India has evolved over the ages as the style changed along with the changing dynasties and regions. So here the temple architecture is having the ancient roots as well, and it also influenced by the contemporary developments. So the roots are having in the ancient time period, but these are changing with respect to the time. They are changing with respect to the time. So here it was in 600 to 750 AD time period that the temple architecture crystallized into the Nagara style in the northern and Dravida style in the south, a fusion between Nagara Dravida styles which emerged in the Deccan eventually matured into Vesara style. So simply Nagara style is associated in northern India, Dravida style in southern India, whereas the combination of Nagara and Dravida style can be seen in the central India. So Nagara style in northern India, Dravida style in southern India and Vesara style in the central India. So Vesara style is combination of both Nagara and Dravidian style of temples. Next, while the architecture of Hindu temples varies from region to region, the major components of a temple remain constant. So maybe the architecture is different from region to region. Means the temples in Telangana may be having variations with respect to the Tamil Nadu temples, and the temples in AP are having the differences with respect to the Madhya Pradesh, etc. But the important components never change, such as sanctum, Mandapa. Next we are having Shikara and Vahan. So three types of styles we are having: Nagara, Dravida and Vesara. Nagara style can be seen in northern India and Dravidian style can be seen in the southern India. Vesara styles can be seen in the central part of India. So next we are having the components are here. So let us discuss the components here. So the base is always known as Adhisthana. So what is the meaning of Adhisthana? Base. So Adhisthana is nothing but the base. This is Adhisthana. Next we are having Garbhagriha. So it is Garbhagriha where we are having the main idol. Main idol is known as Garbhagriha. The place where the main idol kept is known as Garbhagriha, or it is also known as sanctum. So that is the reason it is sanctum or Garbhagriha. Garbhagruha. Next, here we are having Vimana. Vimana means nothing but tower. The tower-like structure is known as Vimana. The tower-like structure is known as Vimana. Next, we are having Shikara. At the top of temple, we are having Shikara. At the top of the temple, we are having Shikara. And in some temples, we are having a dome-like structure that is known as Gopuram. Dome-like structure that is known as Gopuram. So here, the base is known as Adhisthana. Here the base is known as Adhisthana. Here the base is known as Adhisthana, and the main idol which can be kept is known as Garbhagruha. Garbhagruha or sanctum. Next we are having Vimana. Vimana is nothing but a tower-like structure. Tower-like structure, it is known as Vimana. Then it is associated with Gopuram, and at the top we are having Shikara. At the top we are having Shikara, and the entrance. So here it is known as Torana. It is known as Mandapa. So the place between entrance and Garbhagruha is known as Mandapa. So it is known as Mandapa. So important components, we are having Shikara, Vimana, Garbhagruha or sanctum, or Mandapa, Adhisthana, etc. So the components may vary from place to place, but maximum the components will remain the same. Example, we are having Adhisthana, next we are having Mandapa, we are having Garbhagruha or sanctum. Next, this tower-like structure is known as Vimana. At the top of the tower we are having Shikara, and adjacent to Shikara we are having Gopuram. Okay. So the basic form of temple architecture in India we are having. Let us discuss in detail. So number one, we are having Garbhagruha. So Garbhagruha, it is also known as sanctum, which was small cubicle with a single entrance, grew into larger chamber in that time. So here it is known as Garbhagruha, where the main idol kept will be known as Garbhagruha. Next we are having Mandapa, the entrance to the temple, which may be colonnaded with hall incarnate space. So entrance to the main sanctum, the region is known as Mandapa. Entrance to the main Garbhagruha, the area between entrance and Garbhagruha is known as Mandapa. So it is known as Mandapa. So here we are having Garbhagruha, next we are having Mandapa, Garbhagruha, Mandapa. Next we are having Shikara. Shikara means nothing but this thing. At the top of the tower we are having Shikara. So Shikara, freestanding temples tend to have a mountain-like spire which can take the shape of a curving Shikara in northern India and pyramidal tower called Vimana in southern India. So it is known as Shikara in northern India, and in southern India it is also known as Vimana. Shikara and Vimana. Next, Vahan. What is the meaning of Vahan? The mount or vehicle of the temple's principal deity together with a typical pillar or Dvaj is positioned axillary before the shrine. So here it is known as Vahan. So it is known as Vahan. Okay. Next, Pradakshina Patha. What is the meaning of Pradakshina Patha? So generally when we visit any temple, we do Pradakshina. The path is known as Pradakshina Patha. It is surrounded, the path around the temple is known as Pradakshina Patha. So here simply remember that three styles are there. Number one, Nagara, next Dravida, Vesara. Nagara is in northern India, Dravida in southern India, and in combination, that is in central India, we are having Vesara style. And main components of temple, those are Garbhagruha or sanctum, Mandapa, Shikara and Vahan. Mandapa, Shikara and Vahan. So next we are having types of temple architecture in India. Let us discuss what were the styles. So here, example of Nagara temple architecture. Next, it is Dravidian architecture. It is Vesara architecture. So Nagara architecture, example in Uttar Pradesh, we can able to see these kind of things. That is Nagara. In Tamil Nadu and Kerala, we can witness the Dravidian style of architecture like this. Next, Vesara. Best example is Odisha. So best example Odisha, we can witness Vesara style. So Nagara means northern India. Dravida means southern India, especially in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Next, we are having Vesara, that is combination of both Nagara and Dravida, can be seen in central India and Odisha. Next, Nagara style. So let us discuss in detail. Nagara style. The style of temple architecture that became popular in northern India is known as Nagara. So that became popular in northern India is known as Nagara. Next, the Nagara style is not limited to single time. It blossomed during the Gupta dynasty and continued to evolve throughout different regional kingdoms and empires that control the northern India. So basically, the Nagara style reached its peak during the time period of Guptas, as it started or blossomed during the time period of Guptas. Later, it also continued further. Next, Dravidian style. The style of the temple with different forms and features is seen in South India. It is known as Dravidian style. The Pallavas were the pioneers of the Dravidian style of architecture. So Nagara type of architecture, the pioneers were Guptas, whereas Pallavas were considered to be the pioneers of Dravidian architecture. Pallavas. Next, we are having Vesara style. So the Vesara style of temples is a combination of both Nagara and Dravida. Its superstructure is bell shaped. So if you observe, it is in bell shaped. So bell shaped temple structure can be seen in Vesara style. So next, this style developed as a variety florid architectural design in Chalukyan era. So here it can be seen during the time period of Chalukyas. Hoysalas and Kakatiyas. Chalukyas, Hoysalas and Kakatiyas. So even Vesara style can be seen in Warangal as well. During the time period of Kakatiyas, they constructed according to the style of Vesara. Okay, northern India Nagara style, southern India Dravidian style, and central India it is Vesara style. So next, Nagara style architecture is common in northern Indian temples, defined by it is having the components Garbhagruha, Shikara and Mandapa. In northern India, temples are built generally on a stone platform with steps leading up to it. The plan of Nagara temple is four-sided. So it is a four-sided plan. So four-sided plan. And one more thing, the plan of Nagara style temple is four-sided. And another important component is it built generally on a stone platform. Next, Shikara. What is the meaning of Shikara? While the earliest temples had just one tower or Shikara, later temples have several. So here Shikara means it is a tower. So initially only one tower. But later on we can witness the number of towers. That is known as Shikara. There are many subdivisions of Nagara temples depending on the shape of the Shikara. So depending of the shape of Shikara, we are having sub-classifications. We are having sub-classification, that is Rekha Prasad or Latin. Next, Pamsana and Vallabi. Pamsana and Vallabi. So depending upon the structure of Shikara, we are having certain sub-classifications. Next, Garbhagruha. The Garbhagruha is always located directly under the tallest tower. So here it is tallest tower. Here it is tallest tower. Here we are having Garbhagruha. Okay. It is always located under the tallest tower. Next, Jagati. A Nagara temple generally rests on a high platform known as Jagati over small platform called Pita. So generally in Nagara style we are having a stone platform. A stone platform. If the platform is high, it is known as Jagati. If the platform is small, it is known as Pita. So high platform Jagati, small platform Pita. Next, Adhisthana. Rising above this is a smaller platform which forms the base for the construction of the superstructure of temple. So first here we are having Adhisthana. It is known as Adhisthana. Next, over Adhisthana we are constructing a base. Over Adhisthana we are constructing a base, that is high. If the base is high, it is known as Jagati. If the base is small, it is known as Pita. It is known as Pita. So here Adhisthana means it is Adhisthana. Over Adhisthana we are having base, that is Pita or Jagati. If the base is very high, it is known as Jagati. If the base is very low, it is known as Pita. Next, temples during the time period of Guptas. So what were the material used during the time period of Gupta? So Gupta temples were made of brick or stone, with brick having taken the lead by the end of the Guptan period. The material used both bricks and stones. Bricks and stones during the time period of Guptas. So the decorative elements. Stone temples are extensively decorated with relief sculptures. So another feature is relief sculptures. Next, all brick temples in the northern belt of Gupta influence are elaborately decorated with carved bricks and terracotta flags. So here they represent relief sculptures. The Guptan time period temples were constructed with both brick and stone. Next, in eastern India, temples were initially decorated with stucco but later replaced by terracotta. So first, the decorative material in the eastern temples were with stucco. So stucco is a material used for the decorative purpose. Next, it was replaced by terracotta. So the first phase of temples. The earliest Gupta temples are modest, consisting of a square Garbhagruha preceded by flat roofed small portico. So here simply remember that first phase of Guptan temples were associated with square Garbhagruha. Generally the Garbhagruha of first phase of Gupta, that is square shaped Garbhagruha. Next we are having second phase of Guptas. It is assignable to the second half of the 5th century and is characterized by a Jagati. So Jagati means high platform. And an elaboration of superstructure. Next, particularly a roofed pradakshina around the Garbhagruha. So it is having high platform, that is Jagati, and we are having Pradakshina Patha around Garbhagruha. Suppose it is a square shaped Garbhagruha, we are having a Pradakshina path around the Garbhagruha. That is in second phase of Guptan temple. Next we are having third phase. So third phase, it is distinguished by the presence of towering Shikara over the Garbhagruha. So initially only we are having Garbhagruha. Later we are also constructing Shikara over the Garbhagruha. That is the third phase. Next, Bittargaon temple of Uttar Pradesh. We can see the examples of Nagara temple. It is Bittargaon temple of Uttar Pradesh. Bittargaon temple of Uttar Pradesh. We are discussing about Nagara architecture. Nagara architecture flourished in northern India. So it blossomed during the time period of Guptas. It blossomed during the time period of Guptas. Example of Guptan temples that constructed in Nagara style was Bittargaon temple of Uttar Pradesh. Next example we are having temples of Khajuraho. So temples of Khajuraho. So the Khajuraho group of temples was built during the reign of Chandels. So here Chandels. The kingdom name was Chandels. So Khajuraho temples were built during the time period of Chandels. Next, between 900 CE to 1130 CE. These temples are freestanding as they are not enclosed within a wall. So the main feature is freestanding. Here you can see the example of Khajuraho temples. Next, the most important characteristic feature of the Khajuraho temples is the balconized windows. Here we are having balconized windows.